When we talk about a spiritual awakening, we must also talk about sleeping. Because I made the mistake that I was thinking an enlightened doesn't need any sleep anymore. And I tried to adjust already, because the more you adjust to an enlightened or to the lifestyle, it will also bring you further with the meditation. But it was very exhausting. It was the opposite than helpful to stay up many nights in a row because it destroyed my meditation. I lost meditation, it says, again and again, and couldn't stay constantly in meditation. So it was an obstacle. Let's talk how to arrange the sleep for someone during the spiritual awakening. What to consider, what to arrange, how to adjust the lifestyle, that sleep can even be supportive.
After then I realized, because I was reading about Buddha, I realized that the body still needs certain things, as well as it still can die. Even Buddha died, if you look in the history. And also enlightened need sleep. A yogi told me that they can sleep consciously. He was always talking from conscious sleep. I don't know what that is, but we will know. This has nothing to do with the lucid dreams. It is without dreams. And I think maybe even outside of the body or something. I don't know. But as soon as you have not the full enlightenment, we have to sleep regularly. And even that is hard because people in the spiritual awakening on this great path have the tendency to wish that we have 25 or 26, 27, 28 hours each day, because we have much more energy, because the meditation spends so much energy that we have this extra energy, and we don't want to sleep in the evening, as well as small children don't want to go in bed. But what can we do then? The first thing I can recommend is an evening walk, just to go for a walk. Some people even do sports, but it should not be too exhausting, like jogging. For example, jogging for me, it makes me more awake than sleepy. So it's dangerous to do it in the evening. That's why I recommend walking. And here you can adjust faster, slower, whatever fits to your condition and to make you tired. That's here the point, that we get tired. Basically, we can also orientate us on monasteries, because also people there have some same goals like us. And what is special for monasteries, no matter which religion, is that they have a routine. So you should also establish a routine, even if your days have 28 hours already and there is absolute routine. And that's normal. There's nothing so bad in that. That's many spiritual people fall in that trap. But then it can happen that, we destroy our rhythm with that. And so this at the end harms the meditation again. First, it feels well to stand up, to be awake so long, but later on, when we wake up next day, lunchtime, it doesn't feel so well. Or maybe after a few days, we wake up in the afternoon or something. It can happen that for the first day of the routine, it is a little bit harder to stand up earlier. But when routine firstly is established, and at the evening, for example, through walking, we calm, so that the next day it will start better. We have to prepare the waking up in the morning already in the evening before, through calming earlier. The best is actually to stand up by 4 or 5, because meditation works better in the very early morning. No matter why, but all monasteries do that. And I have tried that several times, and that's really great. But for that, we have to go in bed very early, but like 8 or 9 o'clock, and it's very early. So that's why I say take the walk, But what you can also do if the work, for example, for some people, walking doesn't help. Jogging is too exhausting, walking is too less. Maybe you walk a little bit faster or find a middle way between jogging and walking. But there is also another thing, a mental thing, and that is movies. Just like the normal people, which are not after the enlightenment, they look movies in the evening. We can also look, but we have to make very strict choices, as monastery people would also do. We must take soul food movies. That means you can take spiritual movies, spiritual documentaries, but also movies with a storyline. But it must not always be absolute spiritual movies. You can also take children movies, for example. The thing is, they should not have too much action, not too much thrill, no horror, not these things. They should calm, but they should not be like sleeping stories for children. They can have little action, but nothing more than for a 12-year-old children or so. For example, fairy tales or also normal cartoons, everything, but also adult movies, fantasy movies. Not only spiritual ones, but maybe they have a deeper meaning, which you can try to interpret. That is the best thing for the soul in the evening. As well as, of course, you can take a book, a spiritual story, or even a love story, it's okay. And also no thriller, no horror, But what is important is no mental work. That means reading only for calming the mind. After then follows the meditation. I will come to the point in a minute. The thing is that when I was studying, I had the habit to read and write for university late in the evening because concentration is also good then, but that is a trap because we must use it for the meditation instead for the work. And so I worked half of the night, and that was not good. I mean, when you destroy your rhythm for meditation, that's okay, because meditation will also calm you then later in the when you can, after the waking up in the morning, also start directly with the meditation because you spend many hours in the evening with it, then it's okay, even if you have a lack of sleep then, because the meditation, there is also research on that. I don't know the exact number, but meditation also is a substitute for sleeping. That was always why I was thinking enlightenment doesn't need sleep anymore. But that's not true, as I have learned. And the next thing is we are not enlightened yet. Otherwise, we would not use this YouTube and connect here. Maybe we would sit on a stone on Himalayas. We don't know. But as soon we are not sitting on a stone on Himalayas, forgetting everything, we have to take care that we go in the sleep soon and have a routine. And we care with that with a good movie, a good book, and a walk. Everything but first calms, and then it comes to the meditation. If you force yourself to go sleeping earlier than after hour 28, and it will not work. That's normal. The mind often doesn't do what we want it to do. But what we can do then is to meditate. Just lie and do a meditation while lying. And automatically, sooner or later, you will fall asleep. Of course, the mind will, because the mind is always trying to distract from meditation. And when it has the choice between meditation and sleep, then it will, of course, sooner or later choose the sleep just to avoid the meditation. Because the mind, as you know, our own mind is paradoxically an obstacle for the enlightenment. And so we make use of the meditation to fall asleep. And another advantage with this is that it can happen that, as I said earlier, we wake up in the morning and it will be easier to get access to the meditation. Because we ended the day with meditation and we increased the meditation energy, and still there may be meditation energy in the morning from the evening before. And so we will have the better routine. and the best routine. So actually, you must not live like someone in a monastery, but we can take a little bit advice from the monastery. Hope this could help some. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye.